Hello and welcome to my channel to plan for. Next week I will be going on a 2-week vacation, so next week on Saturday. And I just wanted to share with you everything I'm going to take with me. So usually I use as my everyday bullet journal. Well, currently I'm using this Archer and Olive 8x8 journal. And starting in July I will be using this one. I already set it up, and if you want to, you can check out the video where I shared my setup. But my current bullet journal is almost full, so I definitely won't be able to fit in there the whole month of June. So I decided to use for my vacation, because I think, well, it's quite fitting for those 2 weeks, this traveler's notebook, and not take my regular bullet journal with me, because there are only, I think, 8 pages or so left, and usually that doesn't even last me for a whole week. So I got this traveler's journal notebook, Travels Company notebook. Is actually the first one I have, and that's the Love and Trip special edition from 2025, and that's a color I really love, so that's why I got it. And as I said, it's the first one I have, so I just wanted to give it a try if this whole thing works for me, and if it would be an alternative in the long run for my Archer and Olive journals, because I love them, I love the design, but they are really heavy. Well, first of all, they're all hardback, like that adds the weight, and then of course the paper is really thick, and usually I don't need that thick of paper, so I just want to give it a try and see if I like this whole traveler's journal concept. So maybe let's start first with this setup I have already prepared. So I have here this plastic pouch thing where I have a few stickers, washi tape in here. Let's take a look at that. So that's all I'm planning to use. So I was at the Dutch Pen Show last weekend, and there was a seller for washi tape, where you could buy washi tape like per meter, and I got this one. I cut it up in pieces so it would fit in this plastic pouch, and they're all like summer vacation themed for me, so I think that would be quite fitting for a summer vacation. Oh yeah, I haven't mentioned, I'm going to the southern part of France, like the Provence, that kind of area, for 2 weeks. It will be a rather relaxed vacation, so I think all those themes, all those pictures are quite fitting for what I'm planning to do. So that's the one I'm gonna take with me. Then I also went through my other stickers and found a couple like sticker sheets, which I think would also be a nice match. So that's this one. Well, I'm definitely planning to read. We'll get to that later on. But so I got this one. Yeah, some more summer picnic food related things. And then I got these 2 cards with washi tape. Yeah, I think that's actually all Archer and Olive washi tape. So I used those like the regular playing cards, and I used them to make my own washi tape cards. And as I said, southern part of France, there's a big like bird national park, things like that, and I really my plan is to be very much just be outside, enjoy nature, and nothing busy, stressful. So I thought all those things would be quite fitting, and this one is just on here because yeah, there was still something left on this card, and yeah, I will be definitely reading, so I'm also take this one with me. So that's basically all the stickers and washi tape I'm planning to use, and I put this in here. I think so. That's, well, it's nice, first of all, that it's a clear clear pouch, so you can see what's inside. And I'm also not taking too much with me because I really want to take with me what I can use. Then the first notebook in here is well, still blank or unused dot grid insert. That's where I plan to do my regular everyday writing, journaling. I usually do every day some kind of long form journaling, brain dump. I mean, there are many different words for it, but yeah, I write every day at least 1 page in my 8x8 journal, so there'd be 2 pages here. Sometimes I write a little bit more. So let's see how this works. Then my second insert is actually my budget tracker, and definitely want to take this one with me. That's an insert I made myself. I printed out this this table. That's rodeo paper. I just bought a notepad, and from this rodeo notepad I got the pages and printed out this, and then as you can see here, well, it's the first ever self-made homemade insert, so it's not perfect, but I think it's not bad for the first attempt. And yeah, I just made this one, put little thicker paper cardstock on here for the to protect it a little bit. And on the very first page here I have some kind of key, so all my expenses I categorize, like basic, that's the everyday stuff, then restaurant, cafe, stationery, vacation, and other extras, and then I just track here my expenses. So that's the second insert. And the third one is actually well, from this special edition Love and Trip, and here I already started recording the vacations I've taken so far this year. And so that's was my first trip in this year in May. Well, it was a long weekend. I went to Montpellier. Then, oh yeah, I had a day in Paris. It's not so far from me, from where I live, so it's like kind of a day trip. I went there in the morning, came back in the evening. And then I also have recorded my time in Utrecht in the Netherlands, where I went last weekend for the pen show. And here now I will be recording my vacation in the southern part of France. So that's everything I have here in my traveler's notebook. And well, as I said, for first time using something like that, I don't have any experience with it. I'm just gonna see, hey, does it work out? Most likely I will figure out some things that are not working as well, but yeah, it's a learning process to see what works best. So that's what I have here in my traveler's notebook. Then what else do I want to take with me? I'm definitely planning to do some painting, so I have this watercolor paper insert. It's unused so far, but with this 24 pages. My vacation will be actually 16 days, so that's roughly not 1.5, 2 pages per day. So I think that should be nice. And I don't know, I have to figure it out. I've never used this insert, so I don't know if you can paint on both sides or just on one side. So if it's only possible to paint on one side, then it would reduce the number of pages to 12, but yeah, seems. Of course, I'm taking my watercolor box with me. It's quite heavy, but I think that's okay. And what else am I going to take with me? Also my photo printer, and I will take for each day 2 photos, or let's say enough paper to print out 2 photos per day. I am old enough to remember when you went on a vacation, you had an analog camera and you bought 1 film or maybe 2, but you had to pay to get it developed and for every single print. So it was definitely something you were very mindful about how many photos you took and what you took a picture of. And I kind of like that, because nowadays when you take every day, I don't know, 50 pictures, it's kind of difficult to ever go back. But because I definitely don't want to go through, I don't know, 600 photos for my vacation. So when I have like 2 photos per day in my traveler's notebook, and then I think that's a good amount to flip through, and well, maybe it will be 3 photos for one day, or I don't know. But in total, I want to take 32 sheets of photo paper with me. I have to see. I think they're packed in 5 by 5. So I guess there will be 35. I have to see. Anyway, just for a rough estimation. I want to take also the photo printer with me, because I tried that before with my trip when I went to Montpellier, that I wrote and then added the photos later on at home, which was not such a good idea. It just made it a little bit more difficult to set up for me. So I want to do this differently now. Just really on the day I'm there, print out the photo and journal or record the trip day by day. I'm not really into going back. I want to do it in the moment. So when I'm at home, I have those 2 pen pouches I use basically every day. In here are my fountain pens I use normally. Well, I just wanted to say 2 fountain pens at a time. That's not quite true. I've had a third one, but that's stuck to my work bullet journal, and it's in a pen loop there. But those are the ones I use for my personal journaling. In total, I think I have 8 fountain pens, but at the moment I'm using this one. That's the Coffee Monsters Co. Estabrook fountain pen. I got this one at the Dutch Pen Show, and that's my other Estabrook fountain pen. It's the Raven edition. So that's how I would store them at home. And then I have here my pen pouch with all the other stuff. I'm just getting this out here. So that's everything I got in here. And because I'm going on vacation, I will put this all in here. So I have to take only 1 pen pouch with me. So I'm gonna have these two fountain pens with my current writing speed or intensity. I have to ink my fountain pen roughly once every 5 or 6 days. And so to make it short, I definitely will have to take some ink with me. And so I will take those two little ink wells with me. So this is Café des Îles. I just have this in this little sampler well, I guess, and just makes it nice to travel with. And I mean, I know it's not the ink that came in this special edition, but yeah, I mean, I've also got the Coffee Monster's Forgotten Iced Coffee ink, I think that's what it's called, and that's what's currently inked in here, but that's a bigger bottle and I don't want to take this one with me, so I thought this one has also this coffee or in its name, or it's a definitely a very different color, but I think it still would be a nice match. And then also I have those little Tom Studio ink samples, and that's a very nice ink. It's a blue with shimmer. I think it has very much of a vacation vibe to me. So I'm gonna take this one with me, and we'll use this ink too if I run out of ink for this pen. So that's what I have here. Let's see if that works. Yes. Okay, what else do I want to take with me? As I said, I'm definitely gonna, I'm planning on doing some watercolor painting. So for that, I will need my water brushes. I just gonna take all 3 of them. I don't see why I only take one. Maybe I don't need all 3 of them, but well, why not? So I got those. Then, of course, a pencil, eraser, a permanent marker. I got this Micron 03 here. That's the one I'm going to take. Then some correction tape is always good. As you already saw, I'm planning on using some my stickers, so why not? Can take my tweezers. Don't know if I'm gonna need them or not. Then, of course, I need a pencil sharpener, and I got this really adorable one here in this little leather pouch. So, gonna take this one with me. Always need a ruler. I'm traveling by train, so I can take my my knife with me. One other, this paper clip. I think they're handy if you want to write in the traveler's notebook, because they tend to close themselves. Yeah, but I will make my first experiences with that on this trip and see if that works or not. Some glue stick, my currently favorite stamp. I use this one usually to write in the date here. Seals are my favorite animals, and I just adore this stamp. And since I have it, I've used it every single day. I'm just in love with this one. Yeah, because it has a really, really cute seal on it, and just perfect. Then I'm gonna take one acrylograph with me. That's the one I currently use to write the date. So I stamp this on a page and use this use an acrylograph to write in the date here. So I'm gonna take this one with me. I don't think I will need this fountain pen. It's the one that's usually here in the pen loop, but I think the 2 fountain pens I have already packed are enough. So that's this one. So I have my traveler's notebook. I can see if I can even fit that in here. Yeah, of course it works. So then I would have my pen pouch with actually everything I need. Just a few extra sheets of photo paper for the photo printer, but I don't have to carry them around with me all the time. They still would even fit in here, but I think I'm just gonna put them in my suitcase. So that's this one. Then my watercolor stuff, of course the journal, and oh yes, of course, I have forgotten something. So that's the notebook I'm using for my current writing project. It's also an Archer and Olive notebook. It's an A5, and this one was part of the yes, May subscription box. I really like this one, and that's the one I'm using for my current writing project. So as I'm on vacation, and hopefully I will have time to write a lot, so I'm definitely also gonna take this one with me. So I have this one, and then my traveler's journal, and just having those 2 books in my hand. The Archer and Olive notebooks are wonderful. They are so beautiful, but so heavy, just in comparison. But yeah. So this, and as I am going on vacation, I know that's not stationary, but I have a few hobbies, and stationery obviously is one of those. Writing, reading. So 2 weeks vacation, I usually read a book per week. So I'm gonna take those 2 books with me. They are 2 books of a very different, I don't know what to say, reading intensity, but that's it's actually in German. That's a book, it's this kind of detective stories, like a female detective, and they're all in the Provence. And I think I read all of the books in this series, except the last 2 one. That's the one that was released last year, and has already come one out this year. I don't know how many there have been so far, but they're just like fun holiday reads. And the other book I'm taking with me, I think the English title is I Who Have Never Known Men, I think. I have heard so much about this book, and I'm sure I will like it. It sounds like one of those books I really would enjoy. So yeah, that's everything I'm going to take with me on my vacation. It's already a lot, but I think it's still manageable. Yeah, but that's what comes out when you prefer going analog. It would be basically I could put all this in a digital way, read this on my books on a Kindle, and journal digitally. Then, well, the watercolor paintings I could not do digital, but then only this thing would be left. But yeah, I prefer the analog way. I work in IT, so my work life is all about digital stuff, digitalization. But in my personal or a non-work related life, I like the analog way. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this video about what I'm going to take with me on my vacation, and maybe it was an inspiration for you. And yeah, let me know what you take with you on your vacation, or what you think I might have forgotten, or yeah, what I should be doing differently. And yeah, thank you for spending this time with me, and see you soon again for my next video. Bye!